What's up, guys? It's Coach Johnson coming to you guys with another video discussing Chapter 3 Climate, Environment, and Resources. Today, we're going to talk about Section 4 Natural Resources. So, think about the materials and nature that is around you. You've learned about the many ways in which the sun, water, and land can impact your lives. There's just a start, though. Looking at the human made products around you, they are all require some form of materials in some way. We use trees to make papers for books. We use petroleum to make oil, to make plastic. We use plastic to make cell phones. We use metal to make machines, which are then used to make other items. Without these materials, our lives would be very different. Trees, oil, and metals are all examples of natural resource. A natural resource is any material in nature that people use or value. Earth's most important natural resources include water, fossil fuels, soil, forests, and materials. Understanding how and why people use these resources is an important part of geography. We can use natural resources just as they are, such as wind, usually through we change natural resources to make something different. Types of resources. Um, we group resources into two types. Those are those that we can replace and those that we cannot. So renewable resource are resources the earth can replace naturally. For example, when we cut down a tree, another tree can grow in its place. Renewable resources includes water, soil, trees, plants, and animals. These resources can last forever if used wisely and at the rate. On the other natural resources will run out one day. These are non-renewable resources. These are resources that cannot be replaced. For example, coal forms over millions of years. Once we use the coal, it will be gone. Here's a list of some renewable and non-renewable resources. You can pause the video right here to take a look. So moving on to managing resources. People need to manage natural resources to protect them in the future. Consider how your life might change if you ran out of forest. For example, although forests are renewable, we can cut down trees far faster than they can grow back. As a result, we are clearing trees, we're doing a form of deforestation. By managing resources, we can repair and prevent resource loss. For example, some groups are engaged in reforestation by planting trees to replace lost forest land. Here's a picture of what happens when trees are cut down, how different it can change an environment. Here's some more. Energy resources. Every day we use plants and animals from the dinosaur age in order to form energy resources. These resources power vehicles, power heat, produce heat, and generate electricity. They are some of the most important and valuable resources that we have on the planet. Non-renewable energy resources. Part one. Most of the energy we use come from fossil fuels, non-renewable resources that formed from the remains of ancient plants and animals. The most important fossil fuel is coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Coal has long been a reliable resource for the heat. However, burning coal causes some problems and it pollutes the air and can harm the planet. Petroleum and oil is a dark liquid used to make fuels and other products. When first removed from the ground, petroleum has a crude oil. This oil is shipped and piped to refineries, factories that produce the crude oil to make products. Uh, Fuels makes of oil can include gasoline, diesel fuel, jet fuel. Oil is also used to make petrochemicals, which are processed to produce products such as plastic and cosmetics. Renewable energy resources. Unlike fossil fuels, renewable energy resources will not run out. They also are generated better in the environment. On the other hand, they are not available everywhere and can be costly. The main alternative for fossil fuels is hydroelectric power. The production of electricity comes from water power. We obtain energy from moving water through dammed rivers. These dams harness the power of moving water to generate electricity. Hydroelectric power has both pros and cons. On the positive side, it produces water without polluting or lessening our use of fossil fuels. On the negative side, dams create lakes that can replace existing resources as farmland and kind of ruin wildlife habitats. Here's some example of a few dams that help us create some renewable energy.